Well, as you guys know, anytime we've matched up against Missouri State, almost anytime, we've always had a real tussle. I want to take hats off to Coach Allen and their football team. Understand they got their quarterback hurt. Hopefully he can bounce back, but those guys played really hard, and they play with great class and character. So we're really pleased with the win. It's a Valley win. Each win in the Valley is really hard to get, and we're excited about it. At this time, I'll open it up to any questions.
How do you feel about this one? It wasn't a defensive masterpiece, but
No.
you guys still got the W.
Well, Dom, anytime we get in the Valley play, you're just trying to figure out how to win. And we knew coming in that with the style of offense that they had, with a spread offense, that they would gain some matchups. And they took advantage of some matchups. I thought they threw the ball downfield particularly well. And we got to learn from that, and we need to improve from that. Anytime that you can give up, I think the one, I don't know how long the one pass was along their sidelines, but it had to have been like almost a 90-yard pass completion. So we've got to correct those things. But some of that comes about, they've got good players, and they've always played us well, and they'll play other people well.
With the injury to Pierre G. Tucker and obviously Carlton Littlejohn being out, you concerned at all with the linebacker depth?
Well, you get to this point of year, you're just figuring out who you're going to have out there on the team, and that's why your preparation in fall camp is so important to build depth. We've had some problems with some shoulders. I think Pierre will be able to play next week, and we don't know when Carlton can come back, but I think it's going to be either next week or the week after, so we'll hopefully have him back soon.
What's wrong with Carlton?
He's got a meniscus repair.
Marcus, I saw he had ice on both his left hand and left leg. What happened to him?
Well, he got rolled up pretty good. I think he's got a Charlie horse and got, I don't know if it's a fracture in his hand, but certainly we didn't play him, and he was not at full speed.
You say in his hand?
Hand, yes.
Fracture in his hand. How did that happen?
Jeff, I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
Talk a little about what Brock was able to do. I know you said you wanted to run the ball, but
Yeah, we did. We really wanted to run the ball. We've had a hard time with these guys. I thought at the end of the ball game we were able to run the football, but they were doing some things in the secondary, expose them, and Brock really threw the ball well. The downfield, I don't know what Zach Vraz catches were, but he was pretty phenomenal today, and so that was a great combination.
Did you see a mismatch when entering this, that you can expose the secondary a little bit?
Well, we thought we may have a shot, but I think it came about a little bit more than what we thought. Quite frankly, we thought we'd be able to run the football a little bit more than what we did, and weren't going to need to throw the ball as much as we did. But the good thing about our offense, as opposed to a couple of years ago, is we're able to be multidimensional enough to be able to, if something's not going one way, we're able to move the ball through the air. Ideally, we'd like to be a run-first football team, but as you probably looked during the lion's share of the game, we were throwing the ball better.
with your offense struggling early, how big was Ryan Smith's return?
Well, I thought that had an impact in the ball game. Coming in, their football teams, they're well schooled. They've got good players. They've not won a lot of games, so it was important for us to jump up on it early. And I thought that was a huge, huge impact. Now we might have got a little bit complacent, but it was great to see him make a big play like that.
He hasn't returned punts on a regular basis like he has in the past. Why is that?
Well, at the beginning of the year, Jeff, he had so many pulled hamstrings. And, last year we've had a history. And so we started looking and saying, okay, what do we need to do to make sure he's going to be completely healthy for an extended period of time? He's shown the ability to work through practice and not tighten up enough to where now we feel like he can return punts. We've just been able to add his role a little bit more.
Craig, Zach Vraz Day seems that's the deep threat maybe you haven't had since Warren Holloway went through here. Talk about what he's done throughout this entire year.
Well, he's got a tremendous ability to go up and get the football, and he's deceptively fast. Sometimes you don't think he's covering that much ground, but when the ball's up in the air, his ball skills and his body control is excellent, and so it allows the quarterback, some latitude. The ball doesn't have to be just placed perfectly, and then the other thing is he's a lot stronger of a runner after he catches it. I think the one touchdown he broke a tackle and really did a nice job there.
Any thoughts on how Wesley did in his first start?
I thought he played pretty well, Jeff. We'll look at the tape, but worked hard in practice. It's been good to see him come around, and during the course of the game, he was being in the right place and showing up. Anything else? Okay, thanks.